Alright, welcome back everyone. Here we are, ready for day 6. Got our pretty much, this should be, if all goes well, I should know better than to say this out loud, a quick one. Got everything pretty much in place except the ceiling and the placement of our lanterns. Once I get them in place, I'll use my phone to get some front angles so y'all can see how they hang in there, and hopefully the reflections and the infinity mirror and the whole 9 yards that we're going for. Looking really good. I think the only issue has been my problems, so I can't blame them for any of that, unfortunately. I'd like to pass the buck, but I think it's pretty much all the goof ups have been my fault. Nice little build, not overly complicated, but complicated enough, and I think this is going to be a nice little detail when it's all said and done. But if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures, and how I hopefully fix those inevitable failures as they come up. Upload daily and just try and have a good time. We're not solving the world's problems, we're just building silly little models and having a little bit of fun. If you see any kits or builds or sets or anything you want me to take a shot at, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to my list, and I've got the most intelligent audience on YouTube because y'all provide me with nothing but the best options. That being said, let's jump in onto step, 28, and we will hopefully wrap this bad boy up tonight. But simple enough, just popping, going on the blank side, which makes sense because we want that showing with our lanterns, and this guy in place here. We get it around the supports for our lantern. Maybe get some. Okay, I guess that's as far down as it's going to go. But get this sort of situation in place. And that's step 28. Then 29, we get to thread our lanterns in. Okay, lanterns go in a little hole there, little-ish hole. Add that in. And I think probably better to do them one at a time. It says not that important to do the height right now. We're going to fine-tune that in a later step. We'll just sort of wrap around this. I don't want to go crazy on it because I'm going to have to adjust that at some point. So just 3 or 4 to make sure it stays locked in place. And then I'll do the other one. Get y'all about even for the time being. A few wraps here. And that's correct, so I got them hanging off down there. Try and not get these chains tangled up with each other. Sort of the goal. Now, we are ready to go on to step 30, which is going to be dropping them into place here. Oh, actually, get to put our LEDs in place too. So, I think sort of kind of balance them. I'm going to try and get over here on the edge where reach. LED is going to go in there. Let it shine down into it. And this guy locks them in through here. A little short cable, so this is not easy to do with the lanterns hanging down there. Especially when you drop it. Okay. Take 2. Maybe. Okay, let me unplug this so I can move around a little better. I have a little more slack over here on the other side. See if I can do it Okay, I think it'd be easier to, I think the problem is the lanterns, braziers, whatever you call them, hanging down. Sort of confines my movement. I got better, these are easier, I think it's going to be easier to fix. Let's do this first. So, goes in, make sure I've got it facing the right way. Yeah. It goes in like so. Yeah, it's much easier when you can move it around to aim things at it. Okay, that in place. Now, find out if I was right. There's our LED shining up. Over and back down in there. Therefore, like that. Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, I think that's going to be the way to do it for me. Likewise. A few wraps there, make sure they get locked in place. And now, this guy's supposed to drop down all the way to the shelves, it looks like. Yep. Okay, so that's going to need to have this clear on the back and the sides. So let's put our chains in the middle. And okay, so it's going to go under our wire for our lights. And, hook here to grab it. Should just okay. Which way? Looks like they're supposed to drop down on there. Do they go? Okay, I think I'm trying to decide if I'm supposed to. If they're just gonna sit there, or they're supposed to actually slot in. Okay, yeah, they do slot in. They're not, and it's not like a press in. It's just they do just slot into the slots there. It's not. Yeah, okay, you didn't. Not requiring pressure to hold it in. Okay. Let me get it in place there. Now, up here, is that gonna? Yeah, this is the last one. This corner here. Where are you going? I can't see. Okay, well, okay, it's split to the. Okay, there's a little slot there. I think it's supposed to be together, so I can get that. There it went. Yeah, nice and flush on all the sides there. Oh, chains are out of the way and they're hanging crooked inside. What did I do? Let's see here. Okay, one of my lanterns is not straight. I think, yeah. Take it all back out now that I've got it in. But I know what to do now. This one got. Okay, my chain came undone there. Get you around the. I was hoping it just got tangled up. Let's see what I got here. Oh yeah, I left a big gap in that one. That's my bad. Let's see. Fire. Needle nose back out here. I think I'm just gonna get a new one for this. Okay. Got 3 or 4 of them left over there on the side, so. Cracked open. Much easier to do when it's not attached. There it goes. Yep, close you up. Okay, now it's back to being as flat as it was before anyway. Okay, so let's try that one more time. Over there. Oh, I got the chain in there on that one. Okay. Down. All right. All together. Oh, I can't show you because the way my camera's set up, but they are both, like I say, as flat as they were before. Now, take this guy and drop you in. Okay. So this guy, feed the wire back in maybe. A little breathing room there. Got a little divider. Goes in here. Wiggle and a jiggle and get it on down. Alright, got it nice and tight in there. Alright. Now, before I do anything else, let me get my phone out. Try these lights. See how they look. I'll show y'all this view. I'll try and remember to stitch this in here. But okay, there's a second shot at doing our recording. They say there's swinging back there. I think that's, so we still got to adjust them, fine tune them up and down, but yeah, this is going to look all right. So back to the main show. All right. I'm still, that back wall is still confusing me. It seems like there should be something on there. Let's flip back to that and make sure I'm, no, it doesn't say anything about, it's awful plain like that, but I guess that's just how it is. Oh, let's put my instructions aside like I don't need them anymore. Okay, change. Alright, now. Oh, actually, I see what it is now. Part of the infinity mirror thing, we do get a mirror that goes in back there. So, it is time to install the mirrors. That makes it step 32. They got them all numbered for us. 1, 2, and this one's not a mirror, but just a acrylic sheet. You slide in, I say it goes in here. Here, yeah. Do a dry fit before I take the peel off. I'm gonna reach. Okay, yeah, it's gotta be, it does have pretty tight slots evidently, so you gotta be real careful about how you line it up in there. But does it? Okay, so let's take the blue film off and face it towards the bookshelves. Keep this side on the back though. So we take the blue off. And you go in. Just a little left to right now. Now we gotta. Okay, that makes more sense to me. Let's shake everything apart. Now, this one is two-way semi-transparent. Remove both films on this one. So it's gotta. Blue side, that should be the same on both sides, shouldn't it? Let's see. Let's double shake my. Okay. And it goes in up here. Our wire is going to be a little bit. Drop you down. Okay, and there's a slot in the floor it dropped right into. Starting to create the illusion of the repeating library. Alright. Love it. The infinity mirror effect. Oh. Turn off the. Okay. Now, take the high definition acrylic panel, clear panel, excuse me. And got two peels on it as well, and it's going to go in the slot here. And this is where our flames are going to be projected onto, I think. Based on the placement, I believe that's going to make it. Started. There it goes. Inside. Wants to go. There it goes. Well, you go in corner to corner, and into our slot there in the floor. Not dropping in on this side, so find a sufficiently long probe. This will work. There it went. Had to give it a little nudge. Okay, we definitely got the dancing flames projecting on our. There they. So we just got to now lower our braziers to the point where they match up with our flames from our, I'm assuming, the front angle. Okay, yep, that's what we're doing now. So, get a hold of those. That seems all right to me. Oops. Back up and look down more horizontally. Yeah, that's about right. And same thing on this one. Get you about even with the other one. Those up. Let me take a peek. Okay, that's a really cool effect, guys. That's. I'm going to. I want to show you right now, but I think I want to get the rest of this. I think get the rest of the roof on. We should get some good shade in there, so that'd be. Yeah, that's actually all we got left to do. So I'll do that, and then I'll give you a good, more front-way view with my phone. So turn 9. Okay, it's covering up the back section. So, oh, I guess I should put my chains there. Wrap them up a couple more times, make sure they don't come undone. Although they shouldn't. I don't think there's anything else for them to get caught on. I get them out of the way anyway. Okay, so then this goes. Back half gets covered. I guess if you ever needed to adjust the the flames again, that would give you access to it. It's being really snug on that top part. Going in. Alright. And the front half, it's got the pattern on the roof if you ever want to go crazy down low. Okay, looks like it should just blend in there. These guys. A little bit easier fit. Tighten up there. Alright, and one last little piece. Yeah, that's okay, that's really cool. I can't wait to show you this. One last little piece we get to it'll cover over our doors. But yeah, maybe I can give a minute for they're swinging again because I'm moving it around so much. But this probably gonna make it worse again. But, yeah, just deal with it. But this is we're gonna mount this right over our door here. Give a little extra dimension to our entrance. Let's just go ahead. I'm just going to use the old Gorilla super glue for this. I think I can got this does have a nice little line on it for us to line up with, so I should be able to hopefully get it in place. And just do a little bit here, and then touch at the top. And drop you down. Looks pretty close. A little pressure there on those 3 spots. We should be good to go. And I think yeah, that's not going anywhere. Alright. So, let me open the doors here. Turn the lights on. Now, I'll go to my other camera, my phone, to give you the full preview here. Actually don't need any views on the outside. Let's dim these all down so I get the best effect in there, I hope. Alright. Now, to be continued on the camera. Actually, I'm going to open the doors for the camera. Why not? Okay, to be continued on the phone. Alright, now, open up, got our lights on. And then, one more tap, we should get flames. Let's see. I hope it looks as good on camera as it does in person, because that is really a cool effect it does look like those things are lit. You get the infinity mirror in the back with all the rows and rows of books going back through there. Really well lit. I'm so digging this set. This is the people who suggested this. I appreciate it. This, like I say, y'all suggest only the best things, and this is definitely one of the better ones I've done recently. Just for that, this little effect right there is just very nice. I'm just think it's awesome. But I think this should have been a quick one. I think it was. Feels like it was. But that's about all I got for tonight. I'm going to call that there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And click on the link. Probably can't do this on the camera, but up there is my channel if you'd like to subscribe. Over here is my other channel. I do experiments a couple times a month. Down there is what YouTube thinks you should be watching. And over here is the playlist for this build. See you tomorrow.